So hello everyone, my name is Devabrata Sarkar. I'm from Campus Technology. So we have exam module where we have exam structure, marks entry, and answer sheet evaluation, and we have some features called tabulation register, transcript, bulk. You can generate bulk tabulation register, and we have thing called re-evaluation. From here the student can apply for re-evaluation, and there is a examiner config where the admin can configure examiner, and we have some examiner evaluation and evaluation application, and admin re-evaluation management, and examiner re-evaluation. So let's go through all the things, and we will discuss. So let's go through from answer sheet evaluation. So we have already configured some exam structure that you can see here. We have already configured some exam structure. So exam 004, and if we give the month as December and 2024, you can see that we have already given some data, that is paper code, paper name, and we have configured some exam structure, paper structure. Now what we need to do, we need to go to the answer sheet evaluation, where the student who have given the exam, and the allocated teacher, allocated faculty, or allocated examiner can view the answer sheets that which is assigned to them. So here you can see that for this examiner the answer sheet is allocated to him. Now if we click on check answer sheet, then it will redirect us to that page where we need to get the where we need to select the question bank. If we select that question bank, then the questions will be automatically mapped here according to that question bank, and then examiner can give the marks to that student based on the questions. So let's if we give some marks here, 5, 4, 2, and let's say 3, again is 5, and if we give some marks here, 12, 14, and it's 5. So if we submit that marks, now the marks is entered for that student. How can you see that marks is entered? So if you go to tabulation register, if you go to tabulation register and then click on that student, and if you click on the if you give the program code and the branch and the regulation that is used for creating those exam structure and those things, and if you give year, the semester will automatically came here. Then you can generate the tabulation register. See, you can see that the marks is given and student got 50 out of 100 marks. Now let's go for re-evaluation. So how re-evaluation will work? The student will apply for the evaluation. So from here student will apply for the re-evaluation of that paper. So let's keep some data here, and we need to fetch the papers. So if we click on search paper, that for this paper the marks is entered. If we click on that box and apply for re-evaluation, the re-evaluation is applied. Now COE, what COE will do, COE go to that management page, and click on that and allocate to examiner 1. So what is the, let me tell you the basic logic here, the main logic here. The main logic is that when the COE will allocate this application to first, he will allocate uh, this application to examiner 1 and 2. If examiner 1 and 2 both average marks percentage is in between 0 to 10%, then no marks will not change. If it is 10 to 20%, then examiner 1 and 2 average marks will be the final marks. And if it is greater than 20%, then the COE will uh, allocate this to examiner 3. Then examiner, if examiner 3 given the marks, then then 3 examiners marks, average marks will be the final marks. And also you can see that in uh, tabulation register. So if we allocate to examiner 1, then again we can allocate to examiner 2. So you can see that examiner 1 and 2 is allocated. Now what we need to do, we need to go here for that examiner 1, and if we go to like examiner evaluation, so my role is examiner 1. Now we can enter the marks and evaluate question wise. There the answer sheet will be rendered as a PDF, and now here the examiner can give the marks to that student. So they can change the marks that it is not 2, it is 5, and let's say it is also 5, and let's say it is 4, and somewhere it is 7, and then you can submit the reevaluation. Then again examiner 2 needs to go and same reevaluate the exam paper. So if we log in as a examiner 2, then we can see that from here examiner evaluation, if we give the role as examiner 2, we can see that marks. So if we go here and enter the marks here, so that is, let's say 5, and that is 4, that's let's keep it simple, that is 4, and here let's decrease the marks, and here also let's decrease the marks. So submit the reevaluation. After that, you can see from here that in the admin that is completed. Why? Because the average increase is in between 0 to 10%. That's why final marks is not changed, it is equals to the original marks. But if it is increased by 10% or 20%, 10 to 20%, then it will go, then the status will be stage 2. Then examiner COE needs to allocate this to examiner 3. Then all of their average marks will be the final marks. Now here also we can generate the bulk tabulation register. We can generate the tabulation register in bulk. So how can we generate the tabulation register in bulk? Just we need to give the program, branch, and the regulation, and the semester that is 5, and the year is, let's say, 2024. And if we generate the PDF will be generated. Now here we can see that for this student, that 50% he got, and say here you can see semester 5 marks is given. So this is the summary gender wise count. So here you can see the summary that will come in the last page, obviously. So these are the thing for exam structure. For exam structure, marks entry we can do now. Now what we are doing, from answer evaluation, we are evaluating the answers, and it will go to the marks entry, but by default. But if you go for search for that student REG 007 and search for that student, and if you give the program and the month that we have given, and like 2024, and status is obviously active, and regulation is R20, and semester if you give 5, and branch is computer science. And if you load the papers, you can see that you can also enter the marks from here. You can also enter the marks from here. Let's suppose in this subject the student got 68. So if you save the marks, then the marks will be automatically saved. You can give the marks from here, or you can evaluate from here, but I have showed you the basic thing that how we will do that. So bye, have a good day.